Hello everyone, good morning.
Good
Okay,
morning.
yes. So I hope you guys are ready with the Jenkins setup. Yes or no? May I know the status? Okay, so last session we discussed about the Jenkins just login part, right? So let me one more time show you. When you write localhost and the port number is in your case it is 8080, right? In my case it is a 9090. And if I can just open it without writing that particular, what I can say, the address. I mean, without starting the server, if I follow the local host address, one more time, localhost 9090. So this time you will not able to see that page is running. Okay, I'm just getting a message. Site cannot be reached. Why it is so? I told you because Jenkins is a local server and we have installed it on our local machine. To begin with this step, okay, with your profile and all, very first open command prompt and from command prompt you need to start the Jenkins. I told you the command, right? You just need to write java -jar. In your case, you will be just writing jenkins.var, right? But as you can see, I have changed the port number to 9090. That's the reason I'm following here one more step. I just need to write here HTTP port. HTTP port is equal to 9090. And then if I start the server from my local machine, then only at the browser side, you will see that login screen. So very first guys, start the server as it is a local server. This step is manually you need to do. Once it is done, you can minimize it and just look at the screen here. On the dashboard, when you refresh the page, Jenkins will start and it will ask you to log in. Okay. So very first, we need to start a Jenkins in this manner. So let's wait and just have a look how it is running that particular server. So Jenkins is very popular automation server. What we have understand about Jenkins, Jenkins will help you to manage complete CI/CD process, right? Technically, this tool followed by the DevOps engineer. But what we are learning under Jenkins, how you guys are going to test your application, and for that setup is required. If you don't have a setup, it is quite difficult to work with the Jenkins. Okay. Yeah, so please confirm, did you complete up to this step? Hmm?
Actually, ma'am, I'm little bit behind this step. Just
Okay.
I'm on a welcome to Jenkins configuration setup because that now a local host site was not working yesterday and tomorrow, as today is working. So
Okay, fine. Yes. So just continue that configuration part and once you log
yeah,
in, let me know.
yes, yes.
Fine. What about others? I can see Priyanka. What is your status?
Uh, yes,
Okay. Yes, Shital, that's okay. Fine. Now please have a look. Okay, let me just cancel, close this recording. Fine. So very first, guys, let me log in. Okay. I'm logging as a thing with the username and the password, whatever we have written for Jenkins, just do that step. Okay, and just log in into Jenkins. What the topic yesterday I have shown to you, how you guys are going to simple create a job and how you guys are going to execute that job. In our case, jobs are what? See, normally in Jenkins, every single step, whatever action you guys are doing, that is called a one particular job, right? So we have just created a project. I have shown you the Maven project, and that Maven project we have executed 2 times. Agree? So let me open that project again. So I think my project name was automation. Okay, let me just confirm. It's a weekday batch, right? So April, yes, something automation, July, December. Let me just confirm it. The yesterday project name. Hmm. Okay, April, no. So you will not get directly, okay, if it is one project, you can easily track. But here I need to confirm, okay, which project I have created yesterday. Just give me 1 second. It was something April 2025, I guess, but let me confirm. Okay, I think the name was Swag Lab. Yes, this one. Swag Lab April 2025 framework, right? This is what we have created. Let me just confirm for this project. Okay, so this was our Maven project, and let me check how many times we have executed. Yes, it is yesterday. Can you see that? April 14, we have executed this project, and this is what the status we have. Okay, both the steps, I mean, project is completed successfully. So guys, the point is, now I will be showing you this configuration part. Normally, whenever you execute your project, you can see very first step, you can add a description. Then when you scroll down, now you have these options build trigger. This is the main part which I'm covering today. How many ways are there to execute your build? Okay. One more point, what we have learned. So generally it's a Maven project. For Maven project, it is important to add pom.xml file. So this is the path. And here we have written that test code. Agree? Now please have a look. What is this build trigger part? Based on this, we can schedule our jobs. So guys, suppose what I wanted to do. You can see the project is ready. Whenever I will click manually on that button, build now, automatically project will start execution and it will run that particular project, whatever project I have created. But suppose I wanted to do that step automate through automatic, means through the automation, it should be automatic. Let's assume for this application is very critical, very important for me. And that's the reason I need to check status of app for every single minute. So can we run a project for every single minute, for every 2 minutes, every 3 minutes, or maybe after 5 minutes? Everything is possible. That is called build periodically, right? So guys, the first option I'm going to cover, what does mean by build periodically run? So if I can select this, just have a look. Very first, it will ask you what schedule you need to write here. Okay, I wanted to run for every minute, no, or every hour. Maybe I wanted to run at specific time. After every 15 minutes, I wanted to run my project. Every setup is possible, but for that, you need to add here some kind of cron expression. What does mean by cron expression, everyone? So it is like a time. What time you wanted to run your build, that cron expression you need to define here. But where you will get this information, that what schedule we need to enter? Guys, they have given in the Jenkins this help option for you. Click on that question mark and see. This is the cron expression they're asking you to follow. Jenkins cron expression pattern is what? Minute, hour, day of a month, and day of a week. Means by following this particular strategy, you can set your schedule. So please have a look. Minute means what? Guys, 1 minute means 0 to 59 seconds. Agree? Means if I can talk about, let's say one minute, it is all about how many seconds we can just call, right? Even in 1 hour, how many minutes we can calculate? It's all about the 60 minute. Then I can say it is a 1 hour. Plus hour in a day. So hour for a day is what? Total in a day, 24 hours are there. Correct? Day of a month. In a month, if you assume 30 or 31, you will be getting total days. So 1 to 30 or 1 to 31, we can consider a day of a month. How you can read a month? So they have given the parameter 1 to 12, means total 12 months are there. So either you can pass any one single month, and on that month, on that day, or on that particular time, your build will be automatically triggered by the Jenkins. Clear? Plus they have given day of a week. Yes, in every week, 7 days are there. So 0 to 7. Correct? 0 to 7 we can start, and where they have mentioned 7 are Sunday. Got my point? So these are the cron expressions they have given. And see what they have mentioned, that how you can follow this expression. So by this operator you can follow. Asterisk indicate all the valid value. MNN specify certain range. Now MNN and divide by X. What is the mean X here? So interval of a x through the specified range or a whole valid range means they have given here certain meaning how they are going to create that cron expression. Even though if you little bit scroll down, no need to worry. Everything they have mentioned here. So if you wanted to trigger your build for after every 15 minutes, you will be writing in this manner. Clear? If you wanted to trigger a build for every 3 minutes, 2 minutes, you just need to copy this, add it, and check the status. Every 10 minutes in the first half, maybe every 2 hours at a 45-minute past, right? Once in every 2 hour slot. So guys, you can just copy this cron expression and you can add it. But see, suppose I wanted to show you the complete build trigger because guys, we can't waste our time to wait for 10 minutes, 15 minutes and all. So better, I'll show you for every minute I wanted to trigger this job. How we can do that? So anyways, we need 5 important, okay, cron expression to be followed. Minute, hour, day of a month, month and day of a week. So I'm just writing here first asterisk space, second asterisk space, third, fourth, fifth. 5 time asterisks I have mentioned. And just to enter. At this moment, you can see it says that, do you really mean every minute? Where you can see H is what? Poll for 1 hour, right? So today is the 15th April. And whatever standard time it is done, now after every 1 minute, automatically this build get triggered. So guys, whatever expression you are writing here, based on that build will be triggered. Are you getting my point? So I'm just trying to show you for every minute because we can't, wait for 15 or 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do now, see, same project, same Swag Lab application. Only I'm trying to show you this step, how we can build periodically. You just need to add a schedule, apply it and save it. Now look at the screen. I don't need to do anything manual step. See what is the current time? 8:31. Whenever my system time goes to 8:32, automatically build will be triggered by the Jenkins. I don't need to do anything on the screen. So just wait and watch. This is called automation. How we can set up in Jenkins, what as an automation engineer we can do. So you can see at 8:32 build got triggered and now it will start execution. If you wanted to check the status, click on that build. See, click on that build. It is started, right? Click on the console output and check the output. See, again that full application is executing. And when the next build will start? After 1 minute. Means if my timer is goes to 8:33, automatically that next build gets started. Correct? Why it is got stopped here? Let me check that. Okay, still it is executing. So kindly wait. It is finding something right here. So still I'm not getting any status. Okay, currently build is still executing, right? Yeah, and now see, proceed with the next step, whatever next step it is. Maybe it's a internet issue or what? Let's see. And guys, if I can show you, in the project, look at the screen. What build it is started actually. Can you see? Third is not completed, so fourth build it is in the pending. Why? Because I told you, right? For every 1 minute, it will start the execution. But if third is not completed, now it is pending. Now you can see whenever time is get up, 8:34, immediately you will get fifth number build. That will be started. Okay? So just look at the screen. See, again, both the builds, some warnings I'm getting in the build number 3. And now the fourth number build got started. See, but fifth one is pending. So why I'm getting fifth, sixth, all this build? Because in that case, what is the problem? We have said build periodically for 1 minute. So after every 1 minute, project will be start execution. Got the point? Now please have a look. How we can stop this build periodically part? because currently I'm getting some unknown authentication problem. We will check the what is the issue with this build. See, it says that page setup. Okay, 6 failure we got. Okay, let me check the current status. So if we can go to the console output, I got third number build got failed, and it got failed because of some virtual authenticator. Can you see that some authentication is coming over there, right? And because of that, we are getting that problem. So I'll do one thing. First of all, I'll stop that entire execution because let me come back to the project. Let me come back to the configure. And here, let me stop this build trigger periodically part. And let me apply, let me save. So whenever I change the status, see final build, what I can see total. See, it is executing the last build. And here it was in the fourth number step, right? So we got certain failures in the project, right? Let me just check what exactly the failures we are having. So let this complete this step, complete step first because still it is running and it is started the fifth number build automatically, right? Because it was pending. So let this complete the task. Wait. And if you can check, it is also pending, right? Few scenarios are completed, but few scenarios got failed, guys, right? That's the reason I'm getting this status. So kindly wait. Let this complete the whole process. Still it is here. So if I can check the console output, what I'm getting, please have a look. Again, it says some timing issue lapse, right? And we got some extra time to complete that particular step, right? Okay. And I got that, okay, few failures available in my build. So total run 16 and 5 got failed, okay, and 5 got skipped. So let's understand what exactly and why we are getting this particular failure, right? So let me first come back to your Eclipse. Let me open our weekday batch. And let me run a normal way our project first, just to confirm the status. Because here everything is getting fail only. And I can see the reason is only because of the time. Element not able to locate. See, I'm getting some problem with the locate. Yeah, unable to locate the element. Why? We should not have this kind of issue. Some elements are not found. So let's check that. Is it really the same issue? So I will open this form.xml file, okay? And let me run this project through the Maven. So right click, run as, and I'm just doing Maven test. So we will see the problem first from our local, okay, Eclipse. Let's have a look. Okay, the login is completed. Second is also completed. Third, it is trying to, we are getting, okay, something is happening behind the scene. Wait. And here we are not able to see that particular step, okay? So we will check that locator, why the locator problem is occur, because it should not be there. But if there is a possibility, if there is change, okay, from the application side, then we need to update our locator. Yeah, that is the fact. So just wait and observe. Let me first get the whole result here. Finally, we got something here. So let me close it manually and let me check what was the problem. The total 11, 18 run. Failure got 6 and 7 got skipped. Okay, but let me check the failure. It is related to same. No such a element exception. So guys, we have currently issue with the locator. Let me check that. So check out. Okay. Plus from the first exception, let me try to handle it. Okay, so some thing is added, and here I got the first exception related to what? Inventory item name. And where I got this exception? So here you can see that page. So currently I'm having element location, and if you can see my class name, just scroll down. So we should have here our page name or either test case name where we are facing that challenge. It says div inventory item name. And I am not able to see the page also, okay, here. So let me come back to the locator. Its inventory item name means it is related to inventory. Let me check here. Okay, so I'm just having exception with this. But for inventory item name, I written this X path, then why it is not running? Let me copy this. Let me open that application first. Let's open Swag Lab application. Just have a look. And let me change the address. Okay, let's do login first. So this is the username, standard user, password, click on login. So whenever we are on inventory page, okay, at this moment, if I inspect this page and then I will come back to the locator, let me just copy this and I will come back to the app and let me find it here. And if I paste, so yes, I'm getting 1 of 6 match, but here some weird result I'm getting for this kind of locator. It says XPath and value class name inventory item name. And just a minute. Okay, it is here. Can you see that error? It is coming from the test case number 3 cart page test, right? Validate product. For that, I'm getting that problem. So let me come to the cart page. And even it's a test case related issue. So validate, where is that? Validate product, remove. So first locator, it is absolutely correct. Why it is taking invalid? And just a minute, validate cart remove, type elapse. Okay, unable to read, again read the locator, inventory item name. Okay, let me check here. If I come to the cart page, okay, this one. In cart also, yeah, the first one I'm not getting any issue, but for this I'm getting the issue, right? So let me just copy this and let me confirm. Is it matching? So if I come to the app, let me add any product to the cart, come to the cart, okay? And on this page, let's try to identify this XPath. So guys, at this moment it is matching, right? So it should work. So something got changed in our project. Let me check that. So let me again start. Suit is running. And from here, first I got that cart page exception and it is related to something, no such element, but element is there, right? Then second failure I got for this T3, validate product remove, same. Again I got same, this is also same, validate continue shopping. And this time I got another locator problem. It says selector continue shopping. Okay, let me check this. Continue shopping, where is the problem? If I come to the cart page, validate continue shopping. So let me come back to cart page again. And what the locator I have written, it's a, okay, for ID continue shopping. Yeah, so let's go back to the app. If I inspect continue shopping, then yes, same ID is there. So it should not be the problem with this locator. But still I'm facing the challenge. No, product is right, but I don't understand why we are getting the failure. Previously it was not right. Yesterday, project executed properly. Again, it says cart page issue only. No such a method or the checkout. It is giving me the issue for the checkout. Okay, so all the issues I'm having with the cart page and then checkout. Yeah, if cart is fail itself, then checkout overview will not execute it, right? So absolutely it will simple skip in that case. So just let me do one more change. I will just come to the properties. I will come to the environment. It's a JDK 17, apply and close. And here I will select the default JDK and let me save it. And this time if I again open form.xml file and let me run it. 1 second. So I'm getting some failure in my project. So I'm getting failure in the Jenkins too, right? Because if the project is not running properly, you will get same issues in the Jenkins. So actually, what is this third page? It is not opening cart, I guess. Yeah, can you see there is no product in the cart? And that's the problem. It is not continue with that step. I'll do one thing. I'll stop the entire thing. I will just open single test case. And better let me add here test case number 3. Just 1 second. Let me check why it is happening. Cart page test. Okay. Let me run single test case now. So at least you are able to see the problem. Up to this, it is working. Can you see? There is no product in the cart. Okay, that's the problem. So currently product added to the cart, but it is not displayed into the cart, right? I should have a product into the cart. There is a problem with something product added to the cart. Let me stop it. Anyways, it will not work. Let me come to the cart page. Let me check the flow. So very first, all the locators are correct only, but this page where I'm trying to remove the product, first of all, product should be there in the cart. So let me come back to the cart page test case. Prerequisite, I have added the same. This product should be there in the cart, right? Then cart page has to be open. And after that, I can check verify product added to the cart. Okay, we can get the detail and validate product. So guys, inventory add product to the cart is not working. That means add a product to the cart. Just a minute. Let me come down, get product detail, and here we are adding the product. So I'll do one more step. I will come back to my single test case execution. Let me run for test case number 2, inventory test. Save and let me run. So let's troubleshoot this problem, why it is occur, right? So for inventory, I'm expecting what? Okay, I got everything properly. Okay, result is added into the cart. Okay, better, I'll do one more step. I'll come back to the base class. For now, I'm just, commenting this step. I don't want it to quit the browser. Fine. Now I will again come back and let me check. Is it really product is added or not? Because if browser is quit, we are not able to proceed, right? See, fine. And this is the problem, right? Actually, it shows me that all three test cases are passed, but if you can see, there is no product added into the cart. Some weird experience now we are getting, right, with this application. So wait, let me check what was the problem. Product found in the list, then why it is not adding into the cart? Actually, it is not opening that page also. So I will first come back to the inventory page and let me check the logic. Yes, product found, and then it should click, it should open that, and then it should continue. So is it because of this pop-up? Let me again run. I'll do one thing. From here, I will start. So whenever I click, it should open and then it should add it to the cart. Yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. So here also, I'm trying to follow the same step. Again, let's begin. So I think because of this some kind of authentication pop-up, I'm not able to continue. I can see this is the problem because here not even product is selected. See, I'm not able to do any step on this backend side because I'm having this authentication pop-up. Change your password, right? So okay. So how we can ignore it, guys? Better come to the capabilities. Okay, Chrome, Chrome options. Any alert, any authentication pop-up, if anything you are getting, you wanted to ignore it. So I told you, you can have argument, right? You can add that argument only. So let me show you list of argument first. And these are the Chrome argument. Which argument we can take? I want disable that kind of notification, whatever it is coming. So I will first open Finder, Control F, and let me write disable, disable, and see for disable now these are the arguments, okay, so that you can confirm which one you want. So disable, 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 background no, timer no, Chrome no. I can say, can I directly try and disable notification? Okay, let me write here disable notifications. Yeah. See, disable web notifications. I wanted to set this argument because I can see with this problem, we are not able to proceed, right? Okay. So what we can do now, where we can add this disable notification thing. So guys, base class is the main where we are configuring that browser. Okay. Now here in the Chrome driver, okay, I just need to set that particular changes, whatever configuration I'm doing, right? So what I'm going to do in the setup method itself, okay, I will be adding that particular option. Let's say Chrome options, and what I can see, like what I can do here, options, it is equal to new. Let me add this capability, Chrome options, and let me first import it. Okay. So what I'm going to do, option dot, okay, here add argument, and here you can pass that argument. Okay. So currently this is what I'm writing, and that option we need to pass here inside that browser constructor. So whatever browser it is, based on that, you will able to see this result. But this time, guys, I'm doing this setup, right, for a specifically Chrome. So you can add this two line inside that switch case also. Okay, so I will better write here. Okay, so very first I will do the setup. Okay, and then I'm adding to that particular Chrome. So let me first check it out whether it is working properly for a Chrome. I will disable the notification for a Chrome, and then let's continue with the same scenario. So let me save it, right? I will again open single test case to run, and let me run this. I think it is a problem with that some notification window. Okay, but now, yes, can you see? I have disabled the notification. No, now I can see the product is added. Previously, we were not able to see this problem. I mean, see this concept. Great. Now, if I can change the test case to test case 3, I don't think so. Now you will get any issue. Just have a look. Card page test. Right? Let me save it and let me run single test case now. Because locators we have already selected properly, so it's not a problem with locator, it's problem with notification. And see, this time we are able to run the card scenario also, right? I hope everybody is clear, right? How I have solved the problem. Now observe the Jenkins one. Correct. So this time you can see, okay, I got the result. But everyone look at the screen. Now I will do one more change. I will come to the base class. And here, let me invoke after class because, okay, every time whenever browser will open, we should close it, right? See if I come back to Jenkins, right? So at this moment, what happened? 3 to 4 times we have executed the same project, but it was a problem with that notification, and that's the reason my build got failed. So there is no problem with the any kind of locator, but it was a problem with the notification. But you can see the status. How many times build got executed? Total 5 times. Out of 5, last continuously 3 build got failed, right? So if I can show you the status of project in the dashboard, or if you can see, come to this build history, what you are getting. Current build history is saying that out of 5, total 3 times your build is got failure. So guys, weather report I'm getting in this manner. It says that test result, 5 tests failing out of 16, that is a test result. Okay. And if I just come to the dashboard and let me show you the same, if I just open that project here, okay, which is a Swag Lab project. So now have a look. Let me show you where is your project. So we have created Swag Lab 2025 and here. Can you see that? Current weather report says that same. Can you see test result? What is the test result? 5 tests failing out of total 16 tests. That is the test result. And recent build, what is the build stability? So currently I'm getting it is unstable. Why? Because 3 times, okay, out of 5, 3 times got failure, right? Here also you can check that. If you wanted to check, okay, total build, how many times we have executed, so 5 times we have run. But 3 times it got automatically failed. Now let's do one thing. Let's build it. Build now, one more time. So guys, again I'm doing manual setup, right? Build now means I'm trying to run this entire build manually. And you can see it got started. The very first way I would like to show you that is trigger through the schedule, periodic schedule. Periodic schedule means whatever timing you will write on a specific day, specific time, automatically Jenkins start execution. Correct? If you write, okay, 1 minute, then after 1 minute, Jenkins will automatically start that execution. Clear? So just have a look. Now your project is having no error. Everything will be working fine. So let this run and see the status in the Jenkins. And here you can see the status. So current build which is executed and there is no failure, right? What is the test result? I can see the field is completed successfully And if you can come to the console output, this is the output you are getting because we resolved that issue. So currently I'm getting my build got successful. Okay, total 14 run and all are completed properly. So guys, first step, again, I will come back to configuration, what I have shown you previously. If you wanted to build, trigger the build periodically, so you need to select this and just apply cron expression. Again, I'm showing you same. For every single minute, I wanted to run this build. So set this cron expression and just apply and save. So automatically build get trigger. You don't need to worry about to perform that step manually. You can see seventh number build got started. Today, current timing is 9 a.m. So just have a look. At 9:01, immediately it will start the next build automatically. So you don't need to work or you don't need to write this entire complete the step manually. So do through the automation means we have this option. We will be selecting this and build is automatically triggered by the Jenkins. First tell me, first option is clear. How we are triggering the build through the Jenkins? This is the periodic way. Still it is running the previous project. Wait. So at 9:01, you will immediately get the next build execution. See, 8 number build is still in progress. I mean pending because 7th is about to finish. Whenever 7th build is completed successfully, then only 8 will be automatically get triggered. Are you getting my point? This is a benefit of build project periodically. Means even though your Jenkins is shut down and you have set this trigger, automatically Jenkins call for every 1 minute and run the project and you will get the status report for the same. Everybody clear? Yes, please confirm. How we are running project through the Jenkins, it is clear. And the first example, what I have shown you, how we can run a build. Okay, it's a periodic way. So let me come back to configure again. It is running in the background. Okay. But let me stop this periodic way execution. Otherwise, it will continue with the next build also. Right? Let me apply and the same. And up to this, you can see 8 number build is going on. So let this run completely. Done. So finally, total 8 times I have executed periodically. Right? Now the second way. So somewhere I told you, right? What you can do, you have that particular Jenkins URL, right? So somewhere organization may ask you, trigger your build remotely. So when we can do remote trigger, suppose you are running your project on a different Jenkins server. Okay, that's not available in your local machine. In that case, what you need to do, please have a look. If you select this option, they're asking you, whenever you are working with a server, you need certain authentication token. Guys, without permission, you can't run your project on that server. Assume that we have a token available from the server. I'm writing at this moment 12345. Okay, simple token number. But guys, how you can run? So see, they have written this URL. Use the following URL to trigger build remotely. You can just write Jenkins URL where you wanted to run the project. And this is your job, current job name and the build. And here you can define that particular token name. Got my point? So please have a look what I'm trying to show you. First of all, I'm trying to show you how to trigger a build, okay, remotely. Means not from current Jenkins. Maybe in organization, I'm having another Jenkins server and I have that address. Then on that server, I will be triggering this build. Okay. So I have just copied the URL, whatever they have mentioned. And here I have mentioned some authentication number. Okay. Now please have a look. Apply and save. So guys, this time please have a look. Last build execution is what? Build number 8 is executed, right? Now I'll open another window. Just have a look. This is my another new window. What I'm going to do is I will be following the same Jenkins path. Okay. But in this Jenkins path, you need to pass what? Current Jenkins URL and you need to pass the token name, right? Or token number. So guys, what is my Jenkins? Currently, you can see, suppose I'm on different machine. I'm trying to show you with different window means just assume I'm on different machine. And then through this machine, I wanted to trigger the job. But what they are asking to me, please enter Jenkins URL where you wanted to run this job. So current Jenkins URL, I'm writing this one, right? Localhost 9090. So what I'm going to do on new window, I will just update here that Jenkins URL, which is localhost 9090. And inside that, we have the jobs. This is my particular job which I wanted to run. But see, only writing this part, it will not trigger. Are you getting my point? See, if I just hit the enter, this is what this says to me, access denied. Why I'm not able to access? Because it needs token. So what token I have set in my real server? So real server have some token name or token number which is 12345. So guys, whenever I'm writing through my machine, that number means you are running your project on different Jenkins server. So you need two things for that server address and for that server token. And at this moment, guys, if I trigger, just have a look. Can you see in the background, Jenkins started build number 9? Can you see this part? Jenkins started build number 9. So how we are triggering the build? I'm triggering not from the same machine. Assume that I'm triggering from the remote side. So this process is called trigger the build remotely. And you can see Jenkins automatically executed that whole project again. And you will able to see the status, whether it is pass or fail. So this is another way to trigger the build, which where we can simple understand, we can trigger the build remotely. Okay, let this run. So we have understood build periodically. We have understood how we can trigger the build remotely. Now let me show you the next step. Perfect. But something again got changed. Okay, we again got that notification after ignore. And let's see what is the status. Is it pass, fail? What exactly it is? Yeah, currently I'm getting what? It's a fail. Why? Because some problem you have noticed there is occur, right? Again, that notification is coming. Even though I have added the snippet, it is not running for that particular snippet, right? Fine. But at this moment, how the we have triggered the build? We have triggered the build directly from our remote server. So this is the process. Here I'm directly showing you new window. So here I'm passing my build name, localhost address, and the token number, and then automatically the build get triggered by the Jenkins. Okay, this is the step. So what is another way to trigger the build? Just have a look. If I again come back to configuration, so we have learned so far two techniques. How you can trigger build remotely, then you need authentication, that token, and you need Jenkins URL to trigger the build. Then we have understood build periodically. Now, let me cover third point, which is very, very special. How we can trigger the build from the GitHub. Okay. As soon as you make any change in the project, it should immediately trigger the build. Okay, from the GitHub into Jenkins. So guys, for this, I told you, you need a plugin. Without plugin, it is not possible. So GitHub integration. Basically, I'm trying to cover now Eclipse and the GitHub integration, or Maven, GitHub and Jenkins integration. So please have a look what to do for this. Very first, I will open my GitHub link. Okay. So let me log in. So whenever I log into GitHub, let me open your repository. Understand it is all about the configuration only and how we are triggering the build, everything you should know, right? So again, I will open your repository. So let me come to the weekday batch. So this is the weekday batch. Great. So last update. So already we have added 3 branches. Now, whatever changes I made on the framework, I wanted to do here. And framework is the main where I'm having that full project. Agree? So very first, I will come back to the Eclipse. Let me save this part. We have already added, if option is a Chrome, then it should disable the notification, right? We have already added this program, right? Now what I'm going to do, please have a look. First of all, let me push the current update on the GitHub. Everybody focus. So let me make my product as up to date. So how to push the project on GitHub, you are already aware. Because I did little bit changes today, right? So I just need to update the project first. How we can do that? Open project. Then you can go to the git bash. And from here, you can check the current status using command git status. So currently you can see few files are modified, right? We have checked that particular files. Then you can see it says that some reports are automatically generated after run. And here you can see I'm just getting modification for the same, right? Even you can see I have modified the base class. So can you see here I'm getting that. Which file is modified? Base class is modified. Okay, great. Then what I'm going to do is I will add this everything to the stage first. So add dot. Then I'm going to commit it. Okay, now please have a look. Commit -m and I'm just writing project updated at, okay, 15th April. Fine. I'm just writing this. And let me push. So git push -u origin to the framework. Branch name is what? It is my framework branch. And let me update. So guys, as soon as I push this detail, you can see in the GitHub, right? You can see framework branch is updated. So one more time, if I open that branch, you will able to see that changes here. Can you see something is coming here? Project updated at 15th April. So currently my project is up to date. So guys, Maven and GitHub integration we have seen. But now whatever project is there in the GitHub, I wanted to run it through the Jenkins. For that, what you can do, you can use this option. GitHub trigger, okay, GitHub trigger for Git SCM polling. Means for every update, I would like to run this project directly through the Jenkins. So first step, to run our project through the Jenkins, okay, GitHub project, you would need a plugin Git integration. Once you have it, you will get this option. So very first, you need to add here repository URL. Where is your repository? You need to tell the Jenkins, okay, which branch you wanted to run. Because guys, I told you, by default, deployable project available on the master branch. But in case, currently in my case, it's a framework. It's not a master, right? So very first, you need to add here few detail. Where is the repository? I will come back to GitHub. Please have a look setup. Come back to the GitHub. This is my repository address, correct? This is my repository address. I will copy this URL. First of all, that repository URL you need to add here. After that, we can proceed with the branch name. Which branch I would like to run? That's not a master. In my case, it is a framework branch. So I will be just coming to here, right? Instead of master, I'm just writing the branch name. No, current project is available on the framework. Please run the project which is available on that framework branch. That's it. So guys, what the change I have did first? Repository address I have added and the branch name also I have added. Done. Then you come to this part, okay, build trigger. And then you can select this both the options. So I'm asking this entire, okay, Jenkins that look continuously for every minute change for my GitHub. I'm expecting to run the project through the Jenkins. So look for every minute change means again I'm doing scheduling. Every minute update. I'm looking for that Git polling. And then if there is any change, automatically Jenkins should trigger that job. Okay, so just have a look. At this moment, if I can scroll the page, I will just say apply and save. So guys, once you save this, you can see automatically, okay, for that every minute means now almost at 9:50. One time it will trigger the job. Okay, just have a look because we have written that setup. Trigger for every minute. So for first minute it will run, but after that whenever you will make any changes on GitHub, Jenkins will trigger the job. So there is a difference in periodic trigger and there is a difference in Jenkins, okay, Git polling trigger. Try to understand. So please have a look. As soon as it is 9:15, let's check whether it is triggering the job or not. If I can add the spotlight, you can see here. Okay, I'm looking for the timer. Is it, it's a 9:15? Yeah. Can you see 9:15 is there? And if you can see your jobs, so currently you can see it is not triggering it, right? So when it will trigger, as soon as, okay, now it is triggering. Can you see it is taking time, I guess. Wait. Yeah, the first time it will trigger the job as soon as you change, as soon as your timing will change. But after this run, next time it will not trigger automatically. So just look at the screen first. Let this run. So we disable the notification, but still it is coming. I don't understand. Let me handle it, maybe. No, so it will again fail the whole project, because card page, if it is not opening, you will not able to proceed, right? And that is a Google notification, which I'm trying to close, right? Let this run first. So first time it got disabled, but it is not, right? It is again coming. Fine, this a build is anyways failed. So let me just complete the scenario. Focus. So I'm just closing it manually because anyways it will fail. It is not proceeding, right? Okay, so please have a look. Now it is 9:16, but it is not triggering automatically. Okay, so what I wanted to show you, when it will trigger, whenever we make any changes on GitHub, it will automatically trigger. So guys, let me come back to project first. I have already made the changes, but still the code is not working as per expectation. So this is the option. I have added disable notification argument, but still it is not working. Let me check any other argument. Can I follow? So one more time, Chrome options. Normally to disable arguments, we have same, okay? But still, let's try. So disable again, usage sandbox, or it is notification. Yeah, it's a notifications only. What I have added in the code. Notifications only, right? Disable notifications, and we are trying to pass it into option. Yeah, it's correct actually. And one more point, I would like to check the master. Yeah, here also I'm passing the Chrome only. So it will be applicable to the Chrome, and I mean same browser, and it should run. Okay. Any other argument which we can follow? Let me check. Disable pop-up blocking, right? So some pop-up is coming which is blocking the whole scenario. So let me check with this argument also. What I will do, I will copy and let me add one more argument. Option dot add argument. Here I'm writing disable pop-up blocking, right? And save it. Two arguments now I have updated everyone, right? What I need to do. So current whatever changes we are making, right? We are preparing. We need to push into GitHub, right? We are learning GitHub and Jenkins integration. So at this moment, what will happen? You can see the very first, the Jenkins scenario, okay? See, last build is executed at 9:15. Current timing is 9:19. And the build number was 10. Agree? Last topic, focus. So whenever I'm executing this build number 10, now let me push the changes on the GitHub. Please have a look. This time, if I can show you again Git status, because I'm in the same project, you can see I have updated base class, right? And some reports also you are getting. So currently I have updated only base class. At this moment, suppose I wanted to add these changes, please have a look. Add. And let me do commit. Okay, commit -m. So I'm writing capability. Okay, capability added. Okay, on 15th April. Again same. Capability added on 15th April. I'm just writing this commit message. And let me do commit. Again, I'm showing you, please focus. I haven't pushed anything on the GitHub. Last build triggered, which was build number 10. Now, let me push the detail. So here I will follow the same push command, push to the framework branch. Whenever you push the changes, now you can see GitHub will be updated with this new change, right? If I can show you again, refresh. When I refresh it and when I open the framework branch, see, new changes you are able to observe here, right? What I'm getting, capability added. Can you see capability added? Let's come back to the Jenkins and wait. Jenkins should trigger the new build automatically as soon as Jenkins get the changes from the GitHub. So wait and watch. Yeah, can you see that? Jenkins started the execution automatically. Why? Because Jenkins found somebody changed GitHub repository. And that's the reason Jenkins started this entire build one more time. So this is the main part, guys. This is called we are automating the steps. You don't need to manually come and you don't need to run the project. It will be executed directly by the Jenkins. Okay, and you can see it will again fail. Why? Because the same pop-up, I'm getting some Google authentication, okay, Google notification, and which I'm not able to disable it, right? Change password. So currently I have added two capabilities, but still it is not working. Okay, so let me close it. Anyways, it will fail. But mainly what we are understanding, how we are triggering the job. The job we are triggering directly through the GitHub now, right? As soon as Jenkins observe, there is an update on GitHub, Jenkins will trigger the job and Jenkins will execute that job. And please have a look. Let me close it because it will not run, right? So I'm just closing that manually scenario. And finally, you will see the result that build got failure. So whenever you observe this part, okay, what we are trying to do is we are trying to understand configuration for the Jenkins. So whenever you create a job, this is the way you can trigger the build. Okay, so this is we have learned for the Git. How we can trigger the build for the Git, how we can trigger the build periodically, and even how we can trigger build remotely. Okay, 3 steps I have shown to you. Tomorrow I will continue with this next step. How we can build after other projects are built. Means how we can trigger the one project after completion of one job. For that, you need to understand the pipeline concept. So tomorrow will be the one more session on Jenkins where I will be covering this last topic. And that's your role that we can generally perform in the Jenkins. That is enough to understand. So what Jenkins it is, how we can run our project through the Jenkins, right? Reporting strategy also I will show you tomorrow. And same Jenkins setup we need for API testing also. So same every project we can pass on to Jenkins for a CI/CD and we can trigger it from the Jenkins automatically. Okay. So try all these setups, everyone. And yes, sir, Priyanka, do you have setup with you now? Jenkins setup? Then I can show you the plugin, which plugin you can add. Yes. Is it possible to share a screen? Okay, Priyanka, can you confirm? Hmm. Okay, fine, no issues. What we will do, I will again check with you tomorrow. And if possible, tomorrow share a screen so that I can check, right? Is it we are able to add a plugin from your side? Fine? No issues. Chalo, everyone just try all these scenarios, okay? Whatever I have shown to you. That is important for Jenkins. Okay, so try to complete this part and we will continue remaining topics again from tomorrow. So let's end the session. Thank you so much, everyone. And we will continue again tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.